What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about Vulture, and we're going to try to answer the question: is Vulture the new Kang? Maybe yes, maybe no. We will try to figure out that answer in this video, but Vulture is definitely one of the best characters that we have right now in the game for all the things that he's able to do. He was reworked recently with the Sinister Six, but his viability goes way beyond what the Sinister Six bring to the table, and that makes Vulture a very powerful character. And this is why I ask: is he the dollar store version of Kang? Because if you take a look at his mechanics, that might just be the case. The amount of speed bar manipulation that he has on his kit is insane, and on top of that he has other mechanics that really help other characters. So in this video we're going to cover Vulture, once again answer the question if he's the dollar store version of Kang or not, and if this is a character that you should be investing in. That question we can answer right now: definitely yes, but let's add some context to it. So as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so who's an absolute boss is Vulture, and one of the reasons why, the multiple reasons why, it's his passive. As you guys know, in Marvel Strike Force, speed is king, and this is why, once again, I think Vulture is the dollar store version of Kang, because the amount of speed bar this guy gets is insane. On spawn, fill the speed bar by 10%, and additional 10% per hero enemy. So Vulture on his own is already quite fast, and getting all this speed bar on spawn plus additional speed bar if you are facing hero enemies is so damn good. It gives you such a huge advantage against your enemies. It's quite remarkable. Against characters like Morrill and Faye, other kind of horseman characters, even Red Hulk, Vulture can go first and make sure that you hold them back before your team can stop them, which is, it's just unbelievable. Then Vulture has this secondary mechanic on his passive that if your character spawn and the enemy characters have speed up and you have 2 superior 6 allies on your team, then Vulture is going to be able to remove the speed up from the enemies, give speed up to your team, and then apply slow to your enemies. Against teams for example like the Wakanda, teams like Tangle Web with Spider-Man 2099, teams like the Infinity Watch that spawn with the speed up, this ability is just so massive, because that massive advantage that they would have with the speed, well, guess what? No way, there is no speed for you. You're gonna get stopped with that speed, and on top of that you're gonna get slow in your face. This ability is just so massive, it's absolutely ridiculous. Then we have more than that. On top of everything that Vulture does in terms of speed bar on spawn, every time an ally or enemy dies, is going to get deflects and even more speed bar. 25% speed bar. It's not a small amount of speed bar that he's getting. And this is why he's the dollar store version of Kang. Now, this activates even when minions die. So, if we have Vulture together with Hela, Nick Fury, or with Mysterio, if any of those minions die, he's going to get speed bar. And this counts for your side of the field and also the enemy side of the field. It's just unbelievable. Sometimes you can get like 2 turns back to back based on the enemies dying. Then we have gain a block chance per hero ally. This is going to increase his survivability. And finally, he's going to get 50% drain for himself. And if you have 2 superior 6 allies, he's also going to give drain for those characters and other Sinister 6 allies. This ability is so good. We're going to take a look at some gameplay of Vulture in action, but this drain mechanic that he does, and because he does so many attacks that attack primary target and adjacent targets, and because his basic attack is so powerful, this main drain mechanic can bring him back many times from near death to full health in just a few attacks. So there you go guys, like Vulture right now is just so powerful, it's unbelievable. And Tons and tons of value come from his passive, but the other abilities are great as well. The basic attack, very powerful, single target damage. The basic and the ultimate have execute mechanics that if the enemies are below 50% health, you're going to do additional damage. Because of all that terrain, that damage will be converting into health. And then we have the special right now. This ability is very, very powerful. Clear positive effects on the enemies. So even if they have immunity, you have a chance of clearing those positive effects. And then you are going to apply offense down and slow for 2 turns with 1000% extra focus. This means that Vulture is no longer required to have a Skirmisher isolate, and is going to make the Raider isolate and the Striker isolate more solid options for him. Once again, with the ultimate, he has this execution mechanic, attacks all enemies, and is also going to turn rewind the speed bar by 25%. And depending on how many hero characters you are facing, you can do the special and the ultimate back to back. So you are playing slow and you are turning on the enemies by additional 25%, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So yeah guys, like Vulture right now is just so damn good. This is definitely a character that you guys should be investing in. And should you use him as a Raider, should you use him as a Striker? That's of course based on your playstyle. I prefer to use him as a Striker because I like the precision damage. The single target damage plus the damage that he gives based on his health is quite great. Once again, increasing the amount of drain that he has, not just on the drain mechanic alone. And on top of that, Vulture can get additional health if he's together with Dr. Octopus, Mysterio and Green Goblin, up to 80% additional health. That means that he's gonna get health very close to 3 million. So back in the day, Vulture was kind of squishy. Now it's no longer the case. On top of that, he also can get additional damage and armor if he's together with the Shocker or if he's together with Spider Slayer, to a total of additional 40% damage. So he's gonna be very, very deadly, he's gonna be very, very tanky, and he's gonna be very hard to kill. Like who? Like Kang. And this is why I say, once again, Vulture is literally the dollar store version of Kang. Okay, so let's take a look at some gameplay of Vulture in action in Dark Dimension. And the city nodes of Dark Dimension, in the past for me, I had always to double tap, triple tap, or even do 4 attacks in those nodes. And now with Vulture, it's pretty much a one-shot back-to-back with how powerful he is and how impactful he is to the entire team, even if you don't have Sinister 6 characters around with you. Okay, so here we go guys, we are in Dark Dimension 6, this is the first node and of the city lane, and we are using Cloak, Shang-Chi, we are using Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, and we are also using Miss Marvel Hard Light. And this was one shot, one kill on this node. And you can see the basic attack from Vulture is doing so much damage. But this is just because you're using Kang, the Kang on the enemy side and the Vulture on this side. So we have the dollar store version versus the premium version. Now, you can see right away one attack only, and it was enough to one-shot a node. Now we are going to do the second full node and see this character in action. This node can be quite tricky. There is Cosmo, there is She-Hulk. Those characters can be quite annoying. But right away, Vulture, because we are facing so many hero characters, is going to go early and apply slow to all of them. Because he goes so early, this slow is going to be so impactful. It's going to allow our team to go before any of the enemies. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy how impactful it is. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at that ultimate plus isolate attack, and it one-shots that invisible woman. Okay, here we go, we have another situation. He just keeps one-shotting over and over again characters, and he doesn't even have offense up. That's one thing that is remarkable about this character, is that even without the offense up, he's just doing so much damage. With all these negative effects that we have, Vulture becomes even better. Look at that, 1.3 million against She-Hulk without offense up. Having Robbie Reyes together with him is also great because of the negative effects, of course. The more you have, the more damage you do. Isolate attack over there with 700,000. Now, once again, he's going to apply slow to the enemies. It's just so good. I'm not sure if we are going to have a situation where he actually takes some serious damage. Here he has barrier, here he has also the deflects. He keeps getting those deflects over and over again. Another kill. It feels very, very good to play with this character. It's just so much fun to play with him. And I can't wait to try him out with the other Sinister 6 characters in Dark Dimension, with Kraven the Hunter and with Lizard, because it's just so good right now. It's just so good with these characters. I just want to see with the rest of the team, just to see how good it is. Okay, so it just... I don't even know what to say. Like, he keeps having turns back to back. Here, he triple kill a bunch of the enemies because of that execute mechanic on his ultimate. Single target damage there, doing several hundreds of thousands of damage against this shield operative, even without having a lot of negative effects. And as soon as you start stacking up on those negative effects, on the cloak he did 800,000 basic. 800,000 basic. The isolate attack was dodged, but that's still remarkable. Okay, once again we are shredding through these enemies. And the guy, his health, he never drops. He just never drops. He has better healing mechanics than Shang-Chi. Let's see how much damage he's going to do. 800k on Scarlet Witch. And you see the other characters are doing like 200,000 plus. The other characters 200,000, Vulture 800,000. It's just unbelievable. Okay, we have all these enemies right now. Once again, Vulture is going to get a bunch of speed bar against these enemies. Is going to apply slow to them. We can also use Miss Marvel Art Light to even turn rewind the enemies more. And now Robbie Reyes is going to apply a bunch of negative effects, and guess what? Vulture is going to use those negative effects to destroy the enemies. It's absolutely destroying the enemies. Cloak here also helping applying unique negative effects like blind. We don't have any other character that does that. And look at now, we're gonna attack that dagger. Look at that damage. 800,000 and now isolate attack. That was with the ultimate, that was not the basic. Additional 500,000 plus another 200,000 from the second attack, which does damage based on his health. It's just unbelievable, guys. Like the amount of speed bar he does, the amount of turn manipulation that he does to the enemies, the amount of damage with the negative effects. 1.4 million against Cosmo. It's pretty much ridiculous. So I don't know. Do we need any other proof to say that Vulture is the dollar store Kang? I don't think we need any more proof. The proof is in the pudding, as people say, and this guy just he sees pudding everywhere. He's a real Vulture right these days. Okay, guys, so there we go. Vulture is indeed the dollar store version of Kang. I think we can all agree, based on the footage, based on his kit, the amount of speed bar he gets, the amount of speed bar reduction that he does to the enemies, the slows, the execute mechanic, very powerful basic, and then the drain keeping him alive, plus the deflects and so on. He's just so powerful that, yes, indeed, I have to call him the dollar store version of Kang, because he's just that good. And that means that this is a character that you should definitely invest in. No regrets. Alliance Wars, Cosmic Crucible, Avengers Tower, Dark Dimension 6. This character is going to be good everywhere, just not in Arena. And in raids, we'll see. We'll see about raids, because right now, with the new raids coming, we have additional flexibility. So it might be even the case that is going to be somewhat interesting in raids as well. But you guys let me know in the comments below what you think about Vulture. Do you agree with me that he's the dollar store version of Kang? Are you going to invest on him? Did you invest on him already? I didn't mention, but this is a great character for you to get Isolate Blue level 5 on, and also to get the diamonds, because once again, he's a executioner, and the bigger he is, the better he'll become. But once again, let me know in the comments below what you think about Vulture and the Sinister 6, and are you guys ready for the Lizard and the Spider Slayer coming next? Let me know all of that in the comments below. And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Mouse Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.